Okay, so again, we're gonna need a stick. I brought my mat out since we're outside today. I don't have my permanent mats, and I've got my little Pilates ball. Pat's already seen me, so she'll probably be over in a little bit. We'll start with our very normal warm-up. So starting with nice, good posture. We're gonna do exaggerated walking. Really bringing those elbows up high. You can feel it in the front of the shoulder. It's so amazing. Last one. Hinging at the hips, so that ball and socket joint. Keep the back nice and neutral. Bend those knees. Come to the front. Side step. There's a kitty. And add those arrow arms to bring it out and really wrap those shoulder blades around the spine. Squeeze it at the top. Shoulders are not up towards the ears. We're squeezing those shoulder blades towards each other around the spine. Last one right here. Bring the arms forward. We're still in that bit position. And we're going to reach back, alternating a high lunge. Nice wide arms. Knees are directly on top of the feet, not coming towards the inside at all whatsoever. Warming up that back. Last one right here. Short step squats, mitten hands on the thighs. Proper way to help us learn how to squat. And we're going to slide the hands down the legs, stick the glutes out. Nice neutral spine the whole time. And come back up. Again, knees directly over top of the feet as they come out. They could go slightly into the outside. Never, ever, ever towards the inside, even a little bit. And last one right here. Hip circles, hands on those hips, feet are stationary, shoulders stationary as well. And bring the hips out and around. Oh, so good. Last one right here. Bring it out and around the opposite direction. Knees are not locked, nice and soft. Last one. All right, let's go ahead and go to our curtsy, high lunge, stretch. So again, that leg doesn't go straight back, but back at an angle. And for the same leg that's back, bring that arm over. So we've got this nice C-shaped curve, and we're gonna go right and left. Watching out not to step on any animals. As we go back to the original side, we're gonna take that wrist, we're gonna hold it and pull it out to the side. Hips are gonna go over. Oh, how good that feels. And then as we're doing this, I'm gonna have you bring your hands slightly forward, back up, and just enjoy that. Stretch. This is muscles, fascia, a huge fascial sling right here. And come back up. Let's go to the other side. And again, it's not straight back, but behind at an angle. Bring the arm over, grab the wrist, pull the wrist out, hips out to the side. And bring it slightly forward. And back up. Bring those fingers, interlace them. We're going to push the palms out. As we bring this up, we're going to pull the fingers out like a little Chinese finger trap. We're going to squeeze the fingers together and pull. They're not going to come apart. You're going to push the palm up to the sky, pulling those hands away from each other, but they're trapped with the fingers, so they can't go anywhere. And now come over to the right. And forward. and back and up. And other side. Come over to the left and forward and back, constantly pulling on those hands and pushing them up and away. Back up one more time. Oh, and bring it out. Bring those arms around. And now we're going to do some large arm circles. So this is stretch class. We're also going to be working on a lot of mobility here. Mobilization, stretching helps us like get away from pain. Also strengthening. So some things you want to strengthen, some things you want to stretch. A lot of things you want to do both. Let's go get some nice big arm circles here. Knees are soft even when we're standing here. Bring them up and around. Now, if there is some kind of thing going on in your shoulder, can't get the full range, go as big as you can. The other thing to think about is sometimes the positioning of your hands, depending on what kind of injury or problem you may have in your shoulder, changing the positioning of your hands can sometimes make it easier to open it up. So it's a study of one person, one day, one workout. See what's best for you. And reverse. All right, let's do some floppy jalopy arms. So again, knees are soft, and we're going to relax those shoulders and just let those arms flop right and left. Just flop back and forth. So nice. All right, come back to center. All right, start stretching out. You should feel just already like a general sense of just feeling better. All right, you guys know me. I normally like to stretch with no shoes. Today, I'm outside. We've got critters. I'm wearing shoes. All right, so we're not going to be doing our arch raises, but we're going to go into this is just the best half stretch. We're going into this. So I'm going to hold on to the back of a chair. You don't have to hold on to anything. But I'm going to bring that right leg. You can bring the leg back. Again, both feet pointed forward. If that back foot has a natural tendency to open up to the outside, your calf is tight. Massage it, stretch it extra, but bring that toe back so that both toes are pointed forward. That rear ankle or the rear heel is going to go down towards the ground. Mine isn't all the way touching the ground, but my intention is to reach the heel down to the ground. All right, so I'm going to take that front knee and we're going to come in and up and in and up, in, up, in, up, in, and we're going to hold. So again, while we're stretching, if anything doesn't feel right, you know, most of the stretches I do in general are good for about 95% of everybody. Sometimes we have injuries or our bodies are just unique. If something doesn't feel right, it's not the right move for you, don't do it. Also, if there's a problem with balance, just remember that when it comes to balance, if you start to feel unstable, you hold on to something, stretch class, hold on to it with whatever you need to. If we're working on balance exercises, that's when we do light as touch as possible. All right, so we're here in this position. Let's bounce, 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 bounce. It's a little tiny bounce. So we've got it stretched out. This is where we get those muscles even more loose. We're activating the fascia in a healthy way. All right, so I'm gonna bring that right back leg in just a little bit. And now we're gonna bring the knee down and tuck under, and then bring it back out. Bring the knee in, tuck the pelvis under, back up, in, tuck under, up, in, tuck under, up, in, tuck under, up, and now we're going to come down. Okay, so we're still, again, both feet pointed forward. We're going to do a hip flexor and psoas stretch. So as we're in here, we're going to lean a little farther forward, pushing our hips down at an angle towards the ground. The leg that's back, we're going to bring the arm up. We're going to bring it cross body, and then you're going to bring it back a little bit. As we do this pose, you should feel a nice deep stretch in the front of the hip. and in the abdomen. So fun thing, as it comes to pain, commonly I will have clients that complain of sciatic. There's a healthy percentage of the time when it's not sciatic, it's actually psoas pain. Psoas pain can be very debilitating. Oh my goodness. All right, come back up. All right, the leg we're currently stretching, bring it forward, and we're going to bring that heel out front. I'm going to point those toes towards your face, hinging at the hip, that ball and socket joint. That rear knee is going to be a little bit soft. This leg we're stretching, that knee is going to be locked. So hinging at the hips, bring it down. You should be feeling a good stretch in your hamstrings, the back of the thigh. And we're going to mobilize this now. So you point the toe, flex. 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 One more, point the toe, hold it about in the flex. Point that toe towards your face. And we do a bounce, 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 bounce. Hold. And bring it up. Stretching that right leg. Bring the knee up. Grab the ankle. Bring it around to the glute. Slide the hand up the foot to the toes. Pull the foot to the glutes. And if you would like a deeper stretch, go ahead and tuck that pelvis under. And then we're going to sit for the next stretch. What's so nice with this is, so we're doing the right side, and then, or yeah, my right side. My right side, maybe your left. Whatever side, we're doing one side first, so and then you'll be able to see the difference. Sometimes I do it right, left, right, left, right, left. Then sometimes I like to do it one side and the other. It's kind of nice because then you can see the difference. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, and release. All right, I'm going to turn this chair. All right. Okay, we're going to stretch out the glute for the leg we've been stretching. All right, sitting down. You take that leg across, and we're going to bring the chest down to the calf. Now, when we come down here, you're going to push the knee down and pull the toes up. Here's one thing you can add to it if it feels good. So this depends on what's going on with your SI joint. If you've got a lot of ligament issues and SI movement, keep it in this position. If you don't, and trust me, pretty sure you would know, but if you don't, we're going to go ahead and rock right and left. Now, I do have some ligament issues with my SI joint, the sacrum, and the ilium. They come together. However, for me, I've been able to stabilize it with exercise, and it's been life-changing. Okay, I'm going to bring my chest a little further down while we're in here. Stretching that a little bit more. Oh, it's good. And bring it back to center. I'm going to release the toes and the knee. Slowly come back up. Cross over like a lady. Putting the hand on the outside of the knee. I have this around my hands, but I think I need my hands out just a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to pull the knee across. I'm going to grab the back of my chair and look behind. Come back to center. Uncross. This is where we get to see how great this is. Okay. This chair side a little bit. Now, okay, just step side to side. Feel the difference. Can you feel like how much better the side we stretch feels? It's just awesome. Okay. All right, let's go to the other side. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and okay, come out And again, we're stretching that calf, both toes point forward, pushing that rear heel down. We come in and up, in and up. That's silly kitty. Up, in, up, in, up, in, up, down and hold. And now we're gonna bounce, 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 bounce. Keep bouncing. And hold. Just enjoy that a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna take the rear foot in just a little bit. We're gonna bend and tuck under and release, bend and tuck under, release, bend, tuck under, release, bend, tuck under, release. 2 more times. Tuck under, release, bend, tuck under, release. And now we're going to take those hips, this lunge, and come down, pushing the hips down at an angle to feel a nice stretch right there, just with that in the hip flexor. And now for that same leg that's back, bring that arm up, over, and back. And now we got to make that a lot deeper into the psoas. Psoas, huge muscle that runs to the abdomen, attaches to the spine. It can make the back ache so bad. And come back up. Let's stretch there. All right, let's go ahead and bring that leg up now. Bring it forward. Remember that rear leg, knee is soft. The stretching leg now for the hamstring. We're going to lock that knee, hinging at the ball and socket joint in the hips. So back still stays nice and neutral. And just point those toes, flex and point them towards your face. And now we're going to point and flex and point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and bring it back up and hold. Come back up. Bring that knee up, grab that ankle, bring it to the glutes, slide the hand up the foot, tuck under if you would like to exaggerate the stretch for the quadriceps. So with this, I also appreciate that I can feel the deep stretch in the front of my calf. I've been walking a lot lately, which is good. It's been really therapeutic. I cannot emphasize enough how important movement is, exercise is for physical health on every level, the brain, the bones, the muscles, the heart, the hormone levels, but also how important it is for us emotionally. The chemical levels of our hormones change so much with exercise in a positive way. Release. Of course, everything within balance, because there are some things that we could push ourselves to a point, but yeah, reasonable, responsible exercise. All right, the leg we are currently stretching, bring it across, sit like a man. We're going to bring that chest down to the calf and push down the knee, lift up the toes, feel that nice deep stretch in the hips, and then rock right and left if it's healthy for your SI joint. Again, like 98% of people, this is going to be amazing for with the rocking. Small ratio where they want it to stay stabilized. So good. Come back to center. Release the toes and the knee. Come back up. Take that in. Sitting like a lady. Bring the hand on the outside of that knee. Pull the leg across. Grab the back of your chair and look behind. And back. Release. Up. Let's get some things for the mid back. We'll be doing things on the ground as well. All right. So we've got the back of a chair now. We're going to come behind it. Knees are soft, hinging at the hips. Nice neutral spine. So when I say neutral spine, I mean we're keeping all the natural curvature. We're not going to flat spine. We're not making that back flat. That would not be naturally good for the spine. So we're keeping our natural curvatures. We're going to stand back, hinging at the hips, soft knees. Bring the chest down pretty far. Nice thoracic part of the back. So good. Hey, kitty, kitty. See, she acts like she wants to be petted, but as soon as you pet her, she gets all cranky. And bring it up. And come down. We're going to a nice big sumo squat. And so we did this a few of these for a few weeks in a row. We're going to do this again. Just so nice. Come into that sumo squat and take my right hand. I'm going to push down and out from like the top inside corner of my leg. Silly cat. Hey, we're going to bring that shoulder down. Feel that nice stretch on the side of the back. She's crazy. Up. Bring it up. Let's go to the other side. Push that leg. Again, we're going down and up. So we've got nice traction going on. And come up. Take those hands halfway up the leg. And now we're going to push down on our legs and get some traction through the back. So this is gentle. Just help that get lengthened. Nice, slow, steady breathing. And release. Bring it up. All right, I'm grabbing my stick now. We're going to work up to the shoulders and the chest. All right, so again, Swiffer, sweeper, walking stick, booyah stick, whatever you got. I'm anchoring it in the ground or on the floor close to my feet, and I'm pushing down. And then I'm going to take the stick. I'm keeping a nice neutral spine, and I'm going to bring the stick back. So I'm pushing it down into the ground. Pushing it back behind me. Opening the chest. This to the other side. Again, anchoring down on the ground by my feet. Bring it down, pushing down and bringing that arm back. Just opening it up. I hope you guys can hear the birds. They're so pretty. Bring it back up. I take that stick now, bring it up, bring it behind the shoulders. Hands go out to the outside. Now, one arm's going to be working, one arm's going to be chilling. Okay. So we've got my right hand right here. I'm going to push it over. My left arm is just going to be opening. So again, my hip stays stable. So I'm just kind of take a little bit of a twist and open. So my left pec and shoulder, so nice and stretched. And this is where the stick is right behind my shoulders.
I heard a Tennessee warbler in my yard yesterday.
Ah,
So cool. They're coming up and going north. So you need to
awesome.
record them and see what's in your yard.
I need to, 'cause there's so many birds right now. I'm like, loving it. Oh, I've got a woodpecker on my bird feeder right now. Release, other side. Again, my right hand now is relaxed. The left hand is working. I'm going to push, bring it over. Stretch day. I love stretch day. And we're going to come back to center. Bring that stick out and around. Hold it, a wide angle. We're going to do some mobility for the shoulders again. Bring it up. And so for some, you're not going to be able to bring it up as high. Just bring it up as high as you can, then try to rest it back. For others, you're going to be able to bring it all the way back to the back. Now, the wider you hold it, the easier this motion is going to be. Please remember, soft knees. We're not locking them even though we're standing still. A little close there. Last one. Slow and back. All right. I'm releasing the stick. A couple more things standing, and then we'll be moving to the ground. All right. So right leg is going to go behind the left, pretty close too. The leg that's behind, we're going to bring that arm up, bend it at the elbow, bring that elbow behind the head, lean over to the side. You should feel a nice stretch along that side. Just releasing and opening in the core muscles, and we're just going to rock right and left. So again, we want our muscles strong and supple. So we want them to be able to be strong and support our joints and bones, but we want them to also be able to relax. We don't want them to be holding on to knots. As I do this, I can feel my muscles release and I can come over to the side a little bit more. So go with it. Come over to the side as you feel everything release. Motion is lotion. Page. Slowly come up. Let's do the other side. The leg behind the foot. The leg that's behind, bring that arm up. Bend it. Bring that elbow behind the head. Lean over to the side. And then I'm going to rock right and left. And what's nice about this is that rocking motion helps to open up the muscles a little bit quicker. Feeling my muscles open up so I can come over deeper. Need a little bit more balance there, so I widened my footsteps. So I went from here to keep my balance a little bit more wide, or to keep my base a little more wide so that I have better balance. Not worth falling over. All right. Slowly come up. A couple things for the neck, and then we are moving to the ground. All right, gonna do our awesome chicken move. So my chin tucks, and remember, we don't tuck up, we tuck in, and in, 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 last one. And we are going to do the stabilization. This is more of a exercise, but just so good for helping to stabilize the neck. So this move right here is really important for it's everything to do with the neck because it engages the muscles on the inside and outside and helps it so that like if there is an injury, for example, like if we get in a car accident or you're just jarred in any way, these muscles will help keep the neck stable so that the neck doesn't move as much and cause more damage. It's also excellent for spinal stenosis, degenerative disc disorder, which once you reach 40, 50% of people have it. By the time you're 60, 70% of women, 90% of men. So anything we can do to help stabilize it and slow the progression of these things, awesome. Okay. All right. So again, so we're going to push the tongue and roof of the mouth. And these are all like some resistance, not aggressively resistant. Grit the teeth. And again, this is gentle, like just a little bit of a grit or bite down. We're not trying to break our teeth. We're going to engage the sternocleidomastoids like that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we're going to take the fist, push the fist up against the chin, and then bring the chin down to the fist. We're not trying to pop our head off, just again, gentle resistance. So tongue, teeth, neck, fist, and hold. Release. Let's go into this. We're going to do it 3 more times. Tongue, teeth, neck, fist. And release 2 more times. Tongue, teeth, neck, fists. And 1 more time. Tongue, teeth, neck, fists. All right, release. Okay, so now we've gotten stabilization there. Let's go ahead and stretch. All right, so we're gonna start with some mobility things. So big nose. So try to look behind your shoulder. Now you should notice most people, this is gonna be a little bit stiff. As you keep doing the nose and pushing your neck just a little further each time, you should be able to notice your mobility increase. And go a little further, maybe a little less resistance every time, a little less pain. All right, so we're gonna go back over to the left now. As we go over here, I'm gonna take the pads of these 3 fingers on my chin and just push gently. Help it to go behind a little bit. I'm not trying to twist my neck, just a gentle assisting it to go a little further. And now the other side. Again, 3 pads. We're just pushing gently. And release. All right, so now we're going to take the middle finger, put it on the top of the ear, and we're going to bring it over to the side. And I'm not pulling the neck aggressively. This is very gentle, nice movement. And now we're going to take the hand and we're going to bring it up to the side and down and up to the side. Now I'm not going straight down. I'm bringing it over. So we're shortening this muscle and lengthening it while stretching it. This helps mobilize it even more. What's nice is this is also helping nerve glides. All right, now bring that neck up. Take that middle finger and we're going to move it to the back corner of the skull now. And now we're going to bring the head over and the nose is going to point past the underarm. And now we're going to take that arm. So it's forward across, and then we're going to bring it up and back. So kind of like we're flapping our wings here. Gentle pulling of the head. I'm not trying to pop it off, but I am pulling on it a little bit. And so one thing I try to remind my clients, whenever I see somebody like twisting their neck to get it to pop, oh yeah, I have a visceral reaction to that. We need to remember like 10 pounds of pressure in the wrong direction can break a neck. The ligaments that hold our vertebrae together can be overstretched and damaged. And when that happens, it's going to hold the vertebrae in place less. So treat your neck with respect. And back in. Slowly bring that neck up. Other side. Again, middle finger, top of the ear, head over to the side, and arm across the front and up. Shirt is uneven. There we go. And up, down, up. Last one right here. All right, take that finger and bring it into the back corner of the skull. Nose is, we're going to bring it over so the nose is pointing past the underarm. We're going to bring that arm forward and back up. Forward and back. So you're shortening and lengthening this muscle during a stretch. This helps it so much more. All right, slowly bring that neck back up. Intertwine those fingers, bring it behind the head, bring the chin to the chest. We're going to bring in butterfly wings, elbows in, elbows out, elbows in, elbows out, in, out. And the weight of my hands are pushing my neck down a little bit, but it's not like, I'm not really cranking my neck down. It's just a gentle stretch. Again, respecting the neck. Now bring the wings up, and now we're going to look to the right and look to the left. Look to the right, look to the left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and left. Come back to center. Head comes up, bring it down. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. Floppy jalopy arms. And this time I move my head along with it as I go to the right and the left. And you may notice that your neck seems a little bit tight after that. We just mobilize those muscles that have been probably tight all week long. I'm gonna do a couple more nose, and then we're heading to the floor just for a couple of things. All right, back to center. All right, big nose, 4 big nose each side. All right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so time to go to the floor. All right, we're gonna be doing flexing and extending of the spine. So this is where you may want to think about how you want to do this. The flexing and extending of the spine that we'll be doing, you could also do this in a bit. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get this to stabilize on rocks. Okay. So you may want to do the flexing, extending the spine, sitting leaned over on a chair if getting down on the floor is too difficult for you. We will be doing our low back mobilization, and we will be using the ball to roll out the spine. So be thinking about terms of if you want to get down on the floor, if it's worth it for you, or if you want to stay standing. Low back mobilization and rolling out with the ball, you will have to be on the floor for that. All right, got my nice thick yoga mat. So that's one thing when it comes to you can kind of tell, like, I'm normally in the gym, so I normally don't use this, which is why it's curled up so lovingly. I like how thick this is. So a lot of mats will be just a fraction of this, and then you don't really have good support or cushion for your knees or your joints. So a nice big thick mat, definitely the way to go. Yes, hello. All right. So we're on all fours. Let's go ahead and flex and bring the back up, 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 hips, head, and shoulders come down. And now we'll extend. Bring the belly low, 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 low. Head, shoulders, hips come up. We have 6 more each direction and flex. Hey, kitty, kitty. And extend. And flex. Bring the belly up. Okay, cat. And extend. Bring the belly low. And flex up. And extend low. This is so good for the discs of your spine. Oh my goodness. And flex up. And extend low. And flex up. Extend low. You should be doing this with me. You know that. And flex up. And extend low. Back now going back to neutral. We're gonna lay down on our abdomen for one move, and then we'll be rolling over. So we're gonna go into McKinsey. Now the caveat here, if you have spinal stenosis, I want you to keep it where you're just in the lumbar region of your back. Just do 2 fists under your chin and do the same move. This will also give a good release to the lumbar region. If you do not have spinal stenosis, put your hands underneath your shoulders and push up. In both cases, the pelvis, the front of the hips, is against the ground. Now, take those feet and roll them in and out, in and out, in and out, whether your hands are up or you've got your hands underneath your shoulders. Funny cat. And I'm going to release. We're going to roll over onto our back. So do a nice way to roll over. Bring your leg up. Push the hand against it. Bring it over to the side. And then kind of like gently roll over. So if you're having back pain or discomfort, there's easier ways to roll over than just flipping it like a pancake. All right, before we do our low back release, we're going to take one more hip stretch. Got the leg crossed over. I'm going to go do an eye of the needle stretch. So the leg, the foot that's down on the pad, bring it up, reach in, grab that thigh. As we bring it up, my elbow that's here, right here by the knee is going to push that knee away and help increase that stretch. Now, as we do this, so you feel a nice stretch right there as it is, but let's bring those. So if this will be good for 98% of people, this stretch right here, good for just about everybody. However, if you want, you can bring it left and right, left and right. I'm trying not to rock my shoulders so much and make sure the movement is coming from the hips. So I'm pulling the knee in, that's giving me a stretch. I'm pushing the knee away, that's giving me a stretch. Mobilizing it helps to open up those muscles just a little quicker. Again, unless there's some kind of SI dysfunction. And even if there is, most people this will still be good for, but there's, yeah, a small percentage. And you know your body. If something there's, yeah, if it feels right, go for it. It's so good. I've got these great pants right now caught from Megalyn, and they are EMS pants. And release, bring it down, other side, cross over, bring the legs up, eye of the needle stretch other side, bring it up, and elbow is going to push that knee away, bring this my calf to my chest, and bring it right and left. Anyways, these pants are EMS pants, so they contract for the hips. I love them so much. But of course, like because they're contracting the muscle to help me with some hip muscle um girth, I will say. Like, but it's like it's good because it does help with stabilization of the spine as well. But I'm finding like, yeah, I'm getting tight because they're just strengthening the muscle. So I'm making sure I'm having to stretch a little more often. Here's the chickens. Whoop, too far. There we go. Okay. So it's nice. So I can feel it start to open up. I feel it start to open up. I can bring my knee in a little closer. Oh, it's so good. All right. Coming back to center. Release. Let those legs come down. Uncross. Now we're going to do low back mobilization, and that kitty is going to have to just move just a little bit. I'm so sorry, cat. So we've got bent knees. We're going to bring those knees right and left. There she goes. So we're really the leg that's coming center body, really try to push that knee down to the ground. Last time, right and left. And now I'm grabbing my Pilates ball. Now I'm going to come to the bottom of my mat so I can roll more. But if you don't have room to just roll on the ball, you can also lean over, roll, and move the ball where you need it. So I'm going to come to the bottom of my mat, putting the ball so where the neck attaches to the back, a little hunch right there. Intertwine those fingers, put it behind the head. Let the arms expand and open up, and feel that ball just it's so gentle. Awesome. Oh, I love this. 5 more seconds. And now I'm going to bridge up, or you can roll to the side. And we're going to roll that ball down to be right between the shoulder blades. And again, my hands are behind my head, and the chest expands, pushing the thoracic part of the back up. Oh, nice, slow, steady breathing. 4 seconds. We're going to roll again. And again, you can lean over to the side and reposition the ball, or you can bridge up. And we're going to roll the ball down to being about bra line and come back down. Arms are still behind the hands are still behind the head. Elbows opening. Probably feeling less of an extension because the ball is down lower now. So good. I love a Pilates ball. And again, the nice thing about the Pilates ball, we're going to bridge up and bring it down to being about waist level now. So what's nice about it is it's a gentle massage and release around the spine. Massage rollers are nice. The foam rollers. However, you never want to do it over the spine unless it's one that has a divot for the spinal processes. You can push, you can break, you can push, you can move the vertebrae in the wrong direction if you're rolling with a roller over the spine. There's some that have like a little divot in them so that it makes room for the spine, and that's fine. I love a good peanut roller because that makes room for the spine as well. But the ball is nice because it doesn't push. It's not too aggressive for the bones. And I do like foam rollers for other things. I use them for other parts, just not over the spine. Again, unless there's a divot. Okay. Now, if you have room for it, you can roll and bring it underneath your sacrum. If you don't, bridge up. Put the ball underneath the sacrum. It's that large bone at the base of your spine that's in your hips. Bring the legs nice and long. If you need more stabilization, you put your hands out to your side. Let those feet and legs relax. You're gonna just let them relax. You'll feel it in your hips. So don't be holding your legs. What are you doing, silly kitty? But you should just be able to feel that relax. I think she likes me more now that the boys are taking care, trying to raise that little baby rabbit. Okay, in about 10 seconds, we're gonna bridge up, take the ball out, and then we're gonna do a hip release. Nice, steady, slow breathing. All right, go ahead and bridge up. Take that ball out. We're going to come down. We're going to put a third of the ball underneath one of our hips. I'm going to roll to the side, put a third of the ball underneath my right hip, and lean back on it and let the leg come out. It's just such a gentle pushing up on the hip. Now, here's the thing. This can help reset the SI joint. This helps us to appreciate while chiropractic can put things back in, they can come back out very easily. This is why having strong, supple muscles to help hold joints in place is critical. So whether you're getting massages, stretching, or going to the chiropractor, these can all be done responsibly, but exercise where you're using the muscles is important to keep things together. And release, get out, lay back down, notice how like that foot is like going more out to my outside than the other foot. This hip hasn't been released yet. This one is. It's amazing. And you can feel such a good release in that hip. Bring it around. So I like it an 8 or 9 inch, so a third of the ball underneath the hip, lay back, push that leg down. 8, 9 inch Pilates ball is about my favorite. They're pretty inexpensive. A child's like play ball is good. You just don't want it super full for this. So good. It's so pretty. I wish you guys could see the canopy of trees right above me. It's so like relaxing just seeing like just the layering of the leaves. Right. In 8 seconds, we're going to take the ball out. And go ahead and take the ball out and feel that nice and relaxing and breathe in. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to pause and then we're going to breathe in for a count of 4 again. We're going to hold and then we're going to release for a count of 12. So breathe in, hold, breathe in again, hold, breathe out through the mouth for 12. Do that one more time. Breathe in for 4. Hold. Breathe in for 4. Hold. Breathe out through 12 through the mouth. All right. Relaxed. This is good. The breathing technique we just did, there are several different breathing techniques that are really good for stress release. The one we just did is one of them. It's pretty effective for bringing down stress levels. So it's awesome. Anyways, so that's today's stretch class. I hope everybody feels good and enjoyed it and